Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode. How we all doing today? It's Saturday, the 21st of March. Can you believe that already? It's the third month into the year. As you get older, you will really see how quick these years go. I mean, Jesus. Okay, it feels like yesterday I got back home from Colorado. It feels like yesterday. It feels like nothing has gone. Feels like no time has gone by, and I don't know where the time has gone. That's the thing. I have no idea where the time's gone. The only thing I know is that I'm still here, and I'm still standing, and I'm still working. I'm still progressing. I'm still streaming. I'm still podcasting. I'm still doing all the things that I need. I'm still going to work, doing all the things I need to do, and trying new things. It's just been a wild ride since I've gotten back to Colorado, like ups and downs and lefts and rights, and and it's a funny thing how the mind plays tricks on you. Like some days that you think it's going to be your last day, and then you realize I still got my 40s, I still got my 50s, I still got a lot of, I still got the time to do things, but I don't have the time in the same sense. If that makes sense to you, because when you really think about things in time, nothing is possible without time. Without time, nothing is possible. Nothing can happen the way you want it to happen. You can't get married. You can't have a car. You can't have kids. You can't buy a house. You can't buy weed. You can't have a beer. Yeah, you can't go out and hang out with your friends. Nothing happens in this life without time. And that is the one resource that no amount of money can buy a second back. No amount of money. I couldn't spend all of the gold in Fort Knox, all of, the government's money, all of my own money, and get 1 second of time back. Think about that. Really think about time. It's kind of blowing my mind. But then it's kind of like you have to accept these things. You have to accept that thing for what it is, because if time doesn't really matter, but time does matter, it's the unanswerable question, in my opinion. What's the one thing that doesn't matter and the one thing that does matter, which is time? What do you do with that time? That is the question you have to answer. I can't answer for you. I know what I'm doing with my time. I know exactly what I'm doing with my time. And I know that I have to have time allocated for certain things. I know I have to have time allocated for work. I know I have to have time allocated for streaming and podcasting and yada, yada, yada. You know what I mean? Like today, I did a little 2-hour stream in the morning of Call of Duty, and then after I get done recording this, we're gonna get back on the seas because it's fight night weekend. But like, I have a little block of time in between Call of Duty and starting. So what I did was that I cleaned. I did some much needed cleaning. And tomorrow we're going to do a little bit more much needed cleaning. Much needed, I mean, like the things that I didn't get last week, I'm going to get this week. You know what I mean? I try and keep a clean place. I try and keep a healthy environment. But it's the little block of times that I get that I kind of just do nothing. Absolutely nothing. Like I don't I will not answer text messages, phone calls, nothing. Like me and the TV I'm staring at become best friends. For like, and like Sundays from like noon to 4. Oh my God. It is so nice. It is so nice. Because it's like I do absolutely nothing. But today, I got my cleaning done. I got half of my day done in streaming. And I went out and got another nicotine vape. And then I did something for myself, which is I went out and got a massage. I went out and got a massage. Because I hardly do anything for myself anymore. I feel like it. I really do feel like it. And that's the thing that I think I'm going to start doing a little more often, is doing things for myself. Because I deserve to. Like, I absolutely deserve to. I need to take, like, just a day to go do something. Get out of the house, go touch some grass. So, that's the one thing that I lack on my end, is doing something for myself. And I think everybody should do something for themselves if you can. Maybe your something is just sitting around doing nothing. Maybe your something is going fishing. Something just to get out of the world. You know what I mean? I don't exist here. Is the way that I would handle. Like, I was laying on a massage table. I could care less what's going on out in that world. I really could. I really, really could. So that's how I looked at it. I was laying there, and it was just nice to, like, hey, she worked out all the muscles and, just loosened everything up. Just loosened everything up because, I tend to have a high tense posture all the time. So it's like, okay, time to loosen some things up. So that's what we did. We went and did that, and quite nice. I'd do it again and recommend it. Dude, really nothing happened again this week. Like, I gotta be honest with you folks. It's getting hard to do this podcast without, like, something going on during the week. I mean, we're still working on, not giving a shit about what anybody thinks and just keep doing what we're doing. So, nothing's really happening, folks. Nothing's really new. I mean, streaming's going good. Streaming's going really good. So, at some point we'll take it. It'll take off. It's never if, it's when. So I just got to keep reminding myself and listening to things to keep doing myself and keep myself, motivated to do it. But like today for Fight Nights for Sea of Thieves, I'm really interested in getting back in there because I want to do some more solo stuff in Hourglass. And I know it'll be for like a couple matches, but then Rick and I'll get on duo sloops and just try and do our best. Duo sloops are sweaty, so and that's about. I just spaced out for a sec. Fancy that. But I do want to come on this podcast, and I do want to remind everybody that even though it feels like nothing's going on and nothing's moving and nothing's happening and nothing's you just feel like nothing is moving. Every foot forward is progress. Denzel Washington did say this. He said, "Do not confuse movement with progress. Do not confuse it." So, like for me with streaming, it may take me 10 years to get where I want to be. But every time I do stream, it's another step forward. Every time I do get on there and do stuff, it's another step forward. So, you know, but do keep in mind that you are making progress every time you do keep going with what you're going with. And do make sure that you are proud of what you're doing. You know what I mean? Proud of that you're streaming, proud that you're building a basket company, or proud that you're, wrapping a bedroom in a closet. You know what I mean? It's got to start somewhere, folks. It's got to start somewhere. Like this podcast, this is my somewhere. This is my somewhere. So later on, like, I know I started out doing this in my living room on a couch with a set behind me, but like I just wasn't feeling it anymore. So I had to condense it. I broke it down to this. This is where we're sitting now. So I mean, things change, but the goal stays the same. The plan may change, but the goal stays the same. So, but I mean, it the thing is that you have to realize is that things are going to feel like that there's no movement to it, or that there's no progress to it. Things are going to feel like that. As long as you keep showing up, it'll get you there. As long as you keep showing up. We'll just end on what's going on currently. Currently I'm still on the dating apps. Not a lot of progress. I feel like for some reason I still just feel like Cincinnati, Ohio is just not gonna do it. It's just not gonna do it. We're just gonna keep sitting here and keep doing the same old thing till, there's a whole big break. And I'm excited because in October I'm going to Colorado, and I'm landing in Denver, and I'm hanging out with Joe Buck, who's been on the show plenty of times. And I'm excited to go see where I used to live, like where I first started streaming, where I first started podcasting, and really like grasp the energy of why I started this and why I needed to do this. You know what I mean? So life has funny ways of working itself out, don't it? Life has funny ways, because if I didn't continue podcasting, I never would have met Joe. I never would have met Joe, who lives in, of all places, Colorado. The one big failure in my life, Colorado, that's where he lives. So maybe it's saying something. Maybe it's saying something. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But what I do know is that I'm going back in October. I'm excited to see the street I lived. I'm excited to see where I walked Maya, God rest her soul, and where, I bought weed. The store I bought weed from. I don't think it's there anymore, but we're going to find out. So, like, I got a rental car. You know what I mean? So, like, I might just go get gas at the same place I always used to get gas at, just to really grasp on what happened in Colorado. What happened? Why I was there. Maybe I might get a new understanding of what happened and why I was there. I don't know. But the thing I do know is that I'm excited. I'm excited to go there. I'm excited to see everything, and I'm excited to meet Joe in real life. I've never met him in real life, and I get to be a part of his comedy festival, which is Trailhead Comedy Festival, and maybe get on stage. Maybe there's an open mic somewhere and I get to go on stage. So who knows? Who absolutely knows? But the thing is that you guys have been very supportive of me, and I appreciate it. And I just want you to remember that God is going to be your source. God is going to be your guide, and God is going to be that person that you thought would never be in your life. and could never not be in your life. So remember to fear God and keep his commandments, and I will see you on the next one.